Hello and welcome. Today, we're witnessing the start of an incredible project. This talented creator, known as Mechanical Girl K, is about to build a four-wheeled electric vehicle entirely from scratch. It all begins with a vision. She studies the design on her phone and translates her ideas into a detailed sketch on paper. With her plan finalized, she moves from paper to the real world. Using a tape measure and chalk, she begins laying out a full-scale, one-to-one blueprint directly on the concrete floor of her workshop. This method ensures that every measurement is precise and allows her to visualize the final size and shape of the chassis before cutting any metal. Here, she uses a very clever and resourceful technique. To draw the perfect curves for the front of the vehicle, she uses an inflatable inner tube as a guide. It's a simple but effective solution that shows her creative approach to problem solving. The full outline is now complete, and the foundation for the build is set. The raw materials have arrived, long sections of square steel tubing. This will form the backbone of the vehicle. The first step is to cut these tubes to the precise lengths needed. She brings over her miter saw, equipped with an abrasive wheel designed for cutting metal. She puts on her safety glasses, a crucial step for any metal work. Each piece is carefully measured and cut, following the chalk lines of her life-size blueprint. She lays the freshly cut pieces directly onto the drawing, checking the fit as she goes. This meticulous process minimizes errors and ensures the frame will be perfectly square. To hold the corners at a perfect 90-degree angle for welding, she uses magnetic welding clamps. These simple tools are essential for any fabricator as they hold the pieces firmly in place, freeing up her hands to work on the weld. She puts on her welding mask to protect her eyes from the intense light. She begins by tack welding the corners. These are small, temporary welds that hold the main rectangular frame together while she checks for alignment. Once she's satisfied that everything is perfectly square, she will go back and lay down the full structural welds to give the frame its strength. Now for one of the most impressive techniques in this build, creating the curved sections of the frame. Without a professional pipe bender, she uses a method called curve cutting. She makes a series of small, evenly spaced cuts along one side of the steel tube. These cuts, or kerfs, remove just enough material to allow the rigid tube to be bent into a smooth arc. With a bit of careful pressure, the straight tube now follows the curved chalk line of her design perfectly. It's an ingenious way to achieve complex shapes with basic tools. She then welds the gaps in the kerfs shut, which permanently sets the curve and restores the tube's structural integrity. She repeats the process for the other side, creating a symmetrical front end for the chassis. With all the main pieces cut, bent, and welded, the basic shape of the vehicle is now complete. You can really start to see her vision taking form on the workshop floor. The next step is grinding. This is a time-consuming but vital part of the process. Using an angle grinder, she meticulously smooths out every single weld. This not only makes the frame look clean and professional, but also removes any sharp edges and prepares the metal for painting. A smooth surface is key to a flawless finish. This project isn't just about building from new materials, it's also about resourceful recycling. She now turns her attention to this old, three-wheeled electric scooter. It served its purpose, but it has valuable components that can be given a new life in her four-wheeled creation. With the angle grinder, she carefully begins to dismantle the old scooter. She is not just tearing it apart, she is surgically extracting the parts she needs. The goal is to salvage the entire rear axle assembly, including the wheels, hubs, and suspension springs, as well as the front fork and steering mechanism. Piece by piece, the old scooter is disassembled. The front wheel and fork are removed. The rear axle is cut free from the old frame. This approach is not only economical but also environmentally friendly, reducing waste by repurposing existing parts. Now it's time to introduce some new, high-performance components. These are larger, more robust wheels with powerful integrated hub motors. To get them ready, she first has to mount the new tires. She unpacks them from their protective wrapping. Mounting a tire onto a rim by hand is a tough job that requires both strength and technique. She lubricates the bead of the tire with soap and water. This helps it slide over the edge of the rim without tearing. Using a set of tire irons, she carefully and methodically works the tire into place. She continues to work her way around the rim, prying the tire bead over the edge little by little. It's a physically demanding process, but her persistence pays off. She repeats the process for the second wheel, demonstrating her skill and determination. Once mounted, she uses an air compressor to inflate the tires to the correct pressure. With the new wheels ready, she turns her attention back to the salvaged parts. She uses an angle grinder with a wire brush or flap disc to strip the old paint and rust from the salvaged axle and brake components, preparing them for a fresh start on the new chassis. Every part must be cleaned and prepped before final assembly. The moment of truth has arrived. It's time to bring all the pieces together. She carefully positions the salvaged rear axle onto the new frame she built. Using clamps to hold it securely, she begins welding it into place. This is a critical connection that will bear the weight of the vehicle. With the rear axle tacked in place, she double-checks the alignment with a tape measure to ensure the wheels are perfectly parallel. Precision here is key for the vehicle to drive straight. Once confirmed, she lays down strong, permanent welds to secure the axle to the frame. Next up is the front steering assembly. The salvaged front fork is carefully positioned at the front of the chassis. She welds on support brackets to hold it firmly in place. This part of the build requires careful alignment to ensure the vehicle will have responsive and stable steering. She continues to reinforce the steering mount with additional welds, creating a robust connection point. She then attaches the main suspension spring for the rear axle. This single shock absorber will provide a smoother ride by absorbing bumps in the road. More brackets are fabricated and welded on to secure the suspension. The chassis is now a complete rolling frame. She continues to add final reinforcements, welding small support pieces and gussets to high-stress areas like the suspension mounts. These small details add significant strength and durability to the overall structure. After all the welding is done, she uses the angle grinder one last time to clean up the final welds, making sure every joint is smooth and strong. She stands back to admire her work, a fully custom-built chassis, created from a simple drawing and a combination of new and recycled parts. And there you have it. The foundation is complete. It's a testament to her incredible skill, patience, and ingenuity. We can't wait to see the next phase of this build as she adds the body, electronics, and brings this amazing vehicle to life. Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow for more incredible projects. We are witnessing something truly special. We're following a highly skilled mechanical girl as she embarks on an ambitious project, building a custom electric vehicle entirely from scratch. The journey begins with the foundational chassis. Here, she's welding the suspension mounts, the first critical step in ensuring a smooth ride. With precision and a steady hand, she installs the coil springs onto the rear axle. These will absorb the bumps on the road. Next, using a miter saw, she cuts square steel tubing to the exact lengths needed for the frame. Every piece must be perfect. She now begins assembling the upper structure. Notice the creative technique here. Instead of complex blueprints, she uses a sturdy piece of wire to bend and visualize the three-dimensional shape of the body frame. This is pure, hands-on ingenuity at its finest. With the wire template as her guide, she starts cutting and welding the metal tubes to form the side railings and the protective cage around the passenger area. The skeleton of this unique vehicle is slowly taking shape. The process continues, with more pieces being cut and welded into place. She is now crafting the curved arches that will sit over the rear wheels, which will later serve as the base for the fenders. It's a meticulous process of measuring, cutting, and joining. You can see the overall form of the car starting to emerge. It has a classic, almost vintage feel, but with a modern, custom twist. She's double-checking her work, ensuring every joint is strong and every angle is correct. Now, she begins adding the vertical supports that will eventually hold the windshield and the roof structure. Each weld is a spark of progress, bringing the design closer to reality. The frame is looking more and more like a real car. More cross members and support beams are added to increase the rigidity of the frame. This is crucial for safety and durability. She works methodically, piece by piece, building up the structure with incredible focus and skill. With the main chassis and body frame complete, it's time to work on the controls. She is fabricating a custom steering wheel. Using a piece of chain, she bends it around a circular object to create a perfect ring. The spokes are then cut and welded to the center hub. Now for the heart of the electric vehicle. She begins organizing the electrical components. This silver box is the motor controller, which acts as the brain, regulating power from the batteries to the motors. She carefully connects the wires for the throttle, which will control the speed. It's time for a crucial test. The 4 batteries are connected in series to provide the required voltage. She connects them to the controller and gives the throttle a twist. And we have motion. The wheels spin to life. This is a major milestone, confirming that the powertrain is working perfectly. The custom-made steering wheel is now ground down and polished for a smooth, clean finish. It's then mounted onto the steering column. The entire front end, including the steering mechanism, is now integrated into the frame. The next phase is to give this skeleton some skin. She starts by cutting and fitting sheet metal for the vehicle's front section, or hood. This piece is carefully shaped and welded to the frame, creating a solid front. Here is where the build takes a beautiful and rustic turn. Instead of using more metal, she's chosen to use reclaimed wood for the side panels. These grooved wooden planks will give the car a warm, classic look. She meticulously cuts each piece to size. The wooden panels are then attached to the side of the vehicle. She also crafts doors, using the same wood and simple hinges. The design is both functional and aesthetically pleasing, blending the industrial feel of the metal with the natural beauty of the wood. She continues to build the body, now focusing on the rear section. More wooden planks are measured, cut, and screwed into place, forming a sturdy and stylish cargo bed. She even creates a functional tailgate that can be opened and closed. With all the main wooden panels in place, the vehicle truly has a unique personality. It looks like a cross between a classic pickup truck and a custom buggy. She takes a moment to admire her progress before moving on to the detailed finishing work. To achieve a professional finish, every crack and seam must be perfect. She mixes an epoxy filler, or Bondo, and carefully applies it to all the joints in the woodwork. After it dries, she diligently sands everything down, creating a smooth, seamless surface. This is followed by a coat of primer, and then the vibrant yellow paint that will define the car's final look. The painting continues. A striking red accent is added to the top rails, creating a beautiful contrast with the yellow body. This small detail adds a lot of character. She also applies a black protective coating to the top edge for durability. It's all about the final details now. The windshield is carefully installed and sealed with black silicone to make it waterproof. She installs the side mirrors and gives the new paint a final wipe down. No custom build is complete without a personal touch. She applies a custom vinyl decal to the hood. It says, "Mechanical Girl" inside a logo, a proud declaration of her skill and identity. She meticulously weeds the excess vinyl before applying a second decal to the rear of the vehicle. And here is the final result. After countless hours of hard work, a pile of steel and wood has been transformed into a fully functional, eye-catching electric car. She takes it for a well-deserved test drive, confidently navigating the country roads. What an incredible display of creativity, skill, and determination. This is a true masterpiece. Thanks for watching. Our subject is a classic Honda Dream motorcycle, completely covered in mud and rust, looking like it's been forgotten for decades. Let's watch as this skilled young woman brings it back to life. The first order of business is a thorough power wash. Layers of caked-on dirt are blasted away, revealing the true extent of the damage and rust underneath. With the initial cleaning done, the full disassembly begins. Armed with an impact driver and hand tools, she starts taking everything apart. The plastic fairings, the tattered seat, and the front wheel assembly are removed with professional speed. The heavily rusted exhaust system is unbolted and set aside. Now, she moves to the core of the bike. The chain and its rusty guard come off, followed by the rear wheel. The engine, the very heart of the motorcycle, is carefully disconnected and lifted from the frame. She continues by removing the handlebars, the front fork assembly, and all the remaining electrical components. Every last nut and bolt is removed until only the bare, rusty frame remains. It's time for a deep clean. The bare frame and all the disassembled parts are subjected to another intense pressure wash. She then prepares a cleaning solution with soap and degreaser, meticulously scrubbing every single component to remove years of built-up oil and grime. This is a crucial step to prepare the parts for restoration. This is where the real transformation begins: rust removal. Using an angle grinder fitted with a wire brush, she tackles the heavily rusted frame. Sparks fly as she methodically strips away the corrosion. She switches to different attachments to polish the exhaust pipe, the wheel rims, and the suspension forks, bringing the dull, rusted metal back to a brilliant shine. It's fascinating to watch. She even reinforces the frame with some precise welding, ensuring it's structurally sound for years to come. Next, she focuses on the wheels and engine. The old rusty spokes are cut and removed from the hubs. The hubs themselves are then polished to perfection. The engine is completely torn down. The flywheel is pulled, and the crankcase is split open. All the internal components, including the transmission gears and crankshaft, are carefully removed and placed into a solvent bath for a deep clean. With all parts cleaned and prepped, it's time for a fresh coat of paint. The parts are hung up, ready for their new look. She applies a sleek silver paint to the engine casings and wheel hubs. The main frame and rear fender are given a beautiful, deep burgundy finish. The swing arm and other components receive a clean, silver coat, while smaller brackets are painted black. The final painted parts look absolutely stunning. The bike has been restored to its core frame and is now ready for reassembly. Now for the exciting part. Reassembly. The freshly cleaned and overhauled engine is put back together with incredible precision. New gaskets are applied, and the crankshaft, transmission, and clutch assembly are carefully installed. The gleaming silver engine cases are bolted together. Back on the stand, the main frame is ready. She installs the newly painted triple clamp and greases the bearings before installing the refurbished front forks. The wheels are rebuilt from the ground up. New, shiny spokes are meticulously laced onto the polished rims and hubs. She then trues the wheels on a balancing stand, a critical step to ensure they spin perfectly straight. With the wheels trued, new inner tubes and tires are expertly fitted. The bike is finally starting to look like a motorcycle again. The beautiful, silver engine is carefully mounted back into the burgundy frame. The new wheels are installed, along with the rear swing arm and suspension. She then routes the new wiring harness through the frame, connecting all the electrical components. The front and rear fenders are attached, followed by the polished exhaust pipe. The brand new seat is installed, and finally, she applies a fresh set of Super Dream decals, which is the perfect finishing touch. And here is the final result. From a forgotten, rusty machine to a showroom-quality masterpiece, the bike is given one last wash to make it shine. The deep burgundy paint, the polished chrome, and the pristine silver engine create a stunning contrast. It's an incredible testament to skill, patience, and a true passion for restoration. What an amazing journey. Thanks for watching.